Air signs, hey, welcome back to the channel. It is Tanae over at Candid Cancer. I am trying to talk loud because I realized that my voice is very low. Let's see what's going on with you and your person at this time. We're going to pull some messages, some cards, and see what's going on between your person. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. No, I said air signs. I'm thinking about fire signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Forgive me. This is for air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What's going on with your person? You could be dealing with a fire sign for me to say that. Let's see how your person is feeling. What's going on with you and your person? What do we need to know the most at this time for air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Who could be dealing with a fire sign? Apology. First card out. Somebody here feels they owe you an apology. Or you feel somebody owes you an apology. Whatever the case may be, somebody wants to apologize here. What else? What else for air signs? First card out is the strongest energy. Breaking point. Limit, final straw, overwhelm. Somebody is overwhelmed with emotions right now, and they are at their breaking point when it comes to you or them in this situation. Somebody knows they need to apologize. They want forgiveness. They want to return. They are very sorry, and they're at a breaking point right now. This person is losing it mentally. I don't know what this person did, but for them to be at a breaking point, they know that they're wrong. They feel like, you know, you reached their limit with them. Something they could have done could have been the final straw. But this person is feeling overwhelmed right now. What's going on for air signs? Open heart. Somebody is very vulnerable. Somebody is now wanting to give equally, equal give and take. Very receptive to whatever it is that you were offering in the past. They're receptive to it. They're receptive to it now. They want to accept it now. They're feeling very vulnerable. This person's heart is hurting with open heart being here and being very vulnerable. I'm so sorry. Then you got hopeless on the bottom of the deck. They're feeling hopeless when it comes to you in this situation. Let's get a card from this deck and then we'll clarify what's going on with air signs. This is a sad energy. This is not quite like the water signs reading that I just did. Somebody here is sad and at a breaking point, and they're feeling very vulnerable. I got my sage burning. It's barely burning. But the energy has just been so off lately. I feel like somebody's been sending an evil eye. It's just been really, really crazy. Self-indulgence, self-worth and value, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. This came out for, not came out, but something similar like this came out for water signs. A lot of you could be focused on yourself. Wanting to focus on yourself, needing to focus on yourself, not thinking about this person. You're seeing your worth, you're seeing your value, you're seeing that it's time to heal and do shadow work and just appreciate yourself more, love yourself more. You know that you're good enough. You're feeling like you're good enough. Maybe you didn't feel that way when dealing with this person, but you've been pouring into yourself and you feel like, yeah, it's time to heal and do your shadow work. Then you got soulmates on the bottom. This person can feel like you're their soulmate. I am trying so hard to speak up and talk loud, but I just don't have a loud voice. So, okay, let's clarify these. I had to light my candle. My sage is semi-lit. I don't know. Somebody been sending an evil eye. It's just the energy been really, really crazy lately. And so I wanted to light sage. And I never light sage when I'm doing my readings, but something just feels off. All right, air signs, let's clarify. Why is apology here? This person knows they need to apologize. They're at a breaking point. They're very vulnerable, but you're sitting over here in this self-indulgence energy, like you're really, really pouring into yourself. apology here. Six of Wands. It's about a victory, a success. This person wants to apologize, and they're hoping for a successful outcome when they do. They want to come together with you. They want to celebrate. They want to have good times again. They're hoping when they apologize that it will be successful and you'll accept it and you'll welcome them back with open arms. They definitely want a victory here. So they want it to go well when they come in and to apologize. Eight of Swords. They're mentally conflicted. This person thinks about it a lot. They think about this apology that they owe you a lot. They're in a self-imposed mental prison. They're putting themselves here. I don't know what happened between you and your person, but yeah. They feel trapped and confined to their thoughts. But like I said, this is self-imposed. You know, the Eight of Swords is about us being a prisoner to our thoughts, but we're really not a prisoner. We can come out of that energy. We just have to really want to. So they're thinking about it a lot, and they're thinking about all the things that could happen, all the negative things that could happen when they try to apologize. What's breaking point? King of Pentacles. Could be dealing with an earth sign. This could be a Taurus. So this is the King of Pentacles is normally a stable individual, right? They have their shit together. Very stable. Very level-headed. Why is the King of Pentacles here? Okay, breaking point with the Sun. They want happiness. They want stability. And I'm feeling like they're not getting that because breaking point is here. They want stability. They want happiness. And I feel like they're going through the opposite right now. Something has been illuminated to this person. This person could have even chose money over you. Money could have been everything to this person. They maybe thought that money could buy them happiness. But they're saying that that's not the case right now. They're at a breaking point. They thought money made them happy. A lot of them could have chose their career over you. Nine of Wands. Yeah, this person is feeling like the wounded warrior. They're sitting over here playing victim to circumstances that they created. So this King of Pentacles energy, they're in a breaking point. They want to be happy. Or this could be that they're happy in their stability. They're satisfied in their stability, but their love life, not so much. Because you aren't there. This could be multiple things. Why is open heart here? Somebody's feeling very vulnerable. Why is this here? Four of Cups. And they're sad and they're discontent. You see this woman is being offered something and she's turning her head away. They're not accepting any offers from anybody else. They're very sad when it comes to you. They're discontent. They're missing you. They're missing your energy. They're missing the peace that you bring into their life. Okay, wow. Then you got the Six of Swords. It's about moving on from the past and reconciling. This person definitely wants to move on from the past and reconcile with the Three of Pentacles. They want to come together and work together. This person could have chose somebody else in the past. They could have worked with others in the past or chose to work with others in the past. And they want to leave that all behind because they're discontent. Those situations didn't work out for them. They're very vulnerable when it comes to you. They just want to work with you. They want to come together with you. They want to leave the past in the past. And they're very discontent without you. So if they were entertaining somebody else, they're not happy with that situation, or they weren't happy with that situation, and they're trying to move on from that also. Queen of Swords. This is your energy. You're sitting in this Queen of Swords energy. Now, you're not trying to hear nothing this person has to say, and I believe this person knows that. What's self-indulgence? Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is a nurturer. You're nurturing yourself. You're pouring into yourself. Some of you can paint or draw. Yeah, you're loving on yourself. You're nurturing yourself. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? Queen of Cups, and you're loving on yourself. Yeah. The Queen of Pentacles with the Queen of Cups. Nurturing yourself, loving on yourself. You're really pouring into yourself. And that's normally what it takes for a person to act right. I just said this about water signs. People normally only want to act right and get their life together and get their act together when you start to pour into yourself, when you move on with life, when you realize your worth, when you recognize your worth, then they want to come back around. There ain't nobody but the enemy, nobody but the devil. And you got to be careful with that. You got to use your discernment, because I go through this a lot too. Every time I'm working on myself, I'm healing myself, I'm getting better, the enemy sends in a distraction. So be careful, air signs. Continue to love on yourself. But this person is sad. They're at a breaking point. They thought money was everything. They want some stability. Oh my God, the volume might be different. I might have to do your reading over. My mic was not even on. Let's get some messages from your person. What does your person have to say? My mic has not been on this whole time. So I don't know if you guys can hear me. Hopefully you can hear me, because my mic has not been on this whole time. I didn't know if my family was going to accept you. You could be dealing with a water sign. This came out for water signs earlier. For a lot of you, this person did not know if their family was going to accept you. And so they ran. They listened to their family. They ran from this connection. Stalker alert. I check up on you often. They watch your social media a lot. They're curious to know what's going on with you. And so they watch your social media. Oh, and look at this one. Flipping, spinning, and everything. This isn't over. You haven't heard the last of me. We have unfinished business. This person has the audacity to say that you have unfinished business and it's not over. And so this person is definitely going to try to come back around. Truth is, I'm in love with you. They're in love with you, air signs. And so that's what I have for you. If it resonated, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Until next time, bye.